Okay, good afternoon. I'm speaking with the city manager, Mr. Biggs, and this is part of the Cohort 54 Public Budgeting Program. And the first question I'm going to ask Mr. Biggs is if I ask you to describe the overall financial state of the city of Carson, would you describe it as favorable, cautionary, negative, and why?
Well, I would say it's favorable. Probably the main factor in that is the city has kept a healthy general fund reserve. The goal is $20 million or more out of an approximately $65 million general fund. And well, in the current fiscal year, probably about $6 million above that at about $26 million. So that gives us a lot of maneuvering room as we respond to other negative indicators as we coped with the Great Recession earlier, and then also as we're coping with the loss of redevelopment. So we're having to make some adjustments, but because we have that type of fund balance, that gives us time and money to sort of do that transition as appropriately as possible, but address some unmet needs as well, and set the stage for future financial success.
Okay. So why should businesses and families consider moving to Carson or doing business in Carson?
Well, Carson is actually highly ranked as a business-friendly city. We tend to be have relatively competitive fees and other costs. For residents as well, we operate a wide variety of programs. We probably have a lot more programs in many cities, whether they be parks and recreation, senior services. We offer a career center that supplements the Federal Workforce Investment Act funded programs. We have a state university here, Cal State Dominguez Hills, which offers great programs and a great resource for employers and residents as well. We have a very strong and involved corporate community, a very strong business base, great location, a lot of positive attributes, some real iconic users too here as well.
Okay. And how do you believe the economic climate has impacted property values and unemployment rates in Carson?
Well, definitely negatively over the last few years. Property values are down. We've seen sort of property taxes stagnate as a result of that. Unemployment is higher in Carson than some neighboring communities, but we actually are a big employer. We provide lots of jobs here. So I believe over time we will recover sooner once we see the full benefits. As people say, we're out of the recession, but it seems sometimes as if it's still lingering. So we've got a lot of job creating projects on the books that hopefully will get underway in the next, or be open the next year or two or three, and I think that'll contribute as well to helping reduce that local unemployment rate.
Okay, and the final question is the city planning or anticipating layoffs or hiring freezes?
Well, we've had a hiring freeze in place. I've only been with the city a little over 8 months, so we've had a hiring freeze in place, and selectively we unfreeze positions based on need. You have the current budget that the council is considering now for next fiscal year is anticipating elimination of 14 filled jobs, so we do have some other vacancies where some of those employees may need to go. Earlier this fiscal year we also laid off 8 employees as a result of redevelopment. The loss of redevelopment, we may have to eliminate more redevelopment jobs above that 14 we have now, so unfortunately we are in a workforce reduction mode, again mostly really due to the elimination of redevelopment by the state of California. That's had a pretty dramatic impact here.
Okay, well I thank you for your time, Mr. Biggs, and keep up the good work. I know you're a busy man, and we hopefully more people would consider living in Carson. Like I said, I've been a resident of Carson all my life, and I've always had a pleasant environment and a pleasant experience here.
Great. All right. Thank you.